Yo. Lucifer chose me as pick of the litter. Learn you is cool till I'm kicked off the Twitter. Speaking in tongues, sickest of spitters. You need to zoom in when taking dick pictures. My younger self, a geek teenager. My current self, a freak of nature. Tried being normal but ain't bothered since. My experiments with pain tolerance. The voodoo child wore pins and needles. Feeling so numb towards sins and evils. Don't give a shit if bloodshit's wicked. Still finger licking, blood red liquid. Your heart says money, your wallet's broke. You've a lot in common with Smollett's hoax. When the truth was revealed, zero fucking shock. Like when Schofield announced he's sucking cock. Bitch, please! Uncensored.
It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You know what that means. You know what that means. What's cracking, Irish hip hop? I'm Jsin and welcome to the Uncensored. Coming up on the show, we've got Belfast Emcee Skeet. Skeet's going to tell us about his upcoming album, Simple Minds, and just a bit about his life in general. So stay tuned, it's going to be a really good chat. And also stay tuned for later on the night. Skank FM is doing an all Irish hip hop mix. Should be some really good vibes, really good fucking jams in there from a lot of the local artists. So I would definitely peep that if you're peeping this. Also on the topic of local artists, we have up and comer in the scene Chad Bruni, aka Emcee, has sent us in a song called They Hate It. We're going to play it for track of the week for you now, so yeah, check it out.
Emcee, Hotbox, let's go. Do you remember? They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it on me. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. Now look, I'm the greatest. Told me that I would never make it. And now look, I'm up on stages. Why does everybody wanna start hitting on shit when this is just my job and I'm fucking a kid? When I was broke as fuck and just spitting for fun. When I called you bunch of bitches, you ass would just come. And now you wanna hit cause I'm doing what I'm good at. You hate to see me shine, shit, I started off a hood rat. I'm still the same G, same Emcee cap. Only difference is now I got money for straps, money from rap, no blood money, yeah that's a fact. And don't figure where the fuck I started off at. And the one who put lower stars in the map. You're a faggot, you should love me while you're hitting like that. You know if I get bread, I'ma give you a piece. When only piece you're getting now is fucking talking my track. Each fucking then give me the scissors about the cut ties. Fuck fake friends, rest in peace and goodbye. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They fucking hit it on me. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. Now look, I'm the greatest. Told me that I would never make it. And now look, I'm up on stages. I be in the hotbox, all my boys surrounded me. They found the fucking prodigy and guess who it is? It's me. Oh fuck yes, it's the boy from LS. Lower stars fucking hoodlum revving out on the death. No one can stop me, shit just going ass wrong. Started tell you himself, they did not get far. Got me feeling like Pablo, doing bar after bar. Unit fucking 41 and we here to cause war. Take your negativity and get the fucking around me. If you diss me, I'ma trap you. Have you feeling like you're gonna got me feeling like Tupac. It's time to hit him up, looking up to the sky and I smack. Well, God forgive me, huh? Maybe not, but fucking pass the weed and take notes. It's the unit, that's all she wrote. So if you fuck with the gang, then you're gonna get smoked. I'm just a boy in the hood, shit. You can call me low when I talk. My fucking boys listen like bloods when they hear shit talk. I'm like Snoop dancing on a red flag. Fucking crap walk, die for this hip hop. What you gonna do when I load the shit up with 9 shots? Can't breathe, can't walk, bodies out landing chalk. Rap to me is more than a game, you're fucking hard. What? Ready for beef on my 300 bars? I'll hit them up with no Vaseline, motherfucker. I'm hard. I'm like hailstones falling on the hip hop graveyard. For the bomb first, like pack, you fucking want it hot. 16 shots in the Glock, come in, you think you take for you can't walk. Everybody knows it's MC. I'm a G from the lower style street, that's me. That's me. Hotbox. Look. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. They fucking hit it on me. They hit it, they hit it, they hit it. Now look, I'm the greatest. Told me that I would never make it. Fuck's sake, I'm up on stages. Ha, I'm a dog and I blow the fucking roof of your house. Breaking the damn fucking stomp you out. Punch you on your mouth, fuck your man on the couch. She put my hand in her blouse and she starts making noise. When she's fucking with the kids, she don't need no toys. MC unit 41, cooking up drawers. Lower that's where I'm from, and it ain't gonna change. You fucking turn me to MC, make me do strange things. At 11 o'clock, I've got the will to stop. It's an underground world and I'm up on top. Cops can lock the locks but never stop the clocks. When I walk up in court, fucking reeking a pot. One bag in my pocket and some coke in my sack. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, this fucking boys lost the plot. And guess what? Listen to me, I make your mind rot. Get your shot. Emcee. Hotbox. Shout out to all my bros in Antrim, Belfast, here, near and far. I ain't coming for the number 1 spot. It's the kid.
Yeah, that was Emcee, but I hate it. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Just going to get into some Irish hip hop news. I say news, it just means shit that I've read off Facebook. Cause like, I ain't no fucking journalist, folks, just to keep it real, like. I seen on Facebook that Disgrace said the Wake and Android EP's all written. It'll be dope to hear from them guys again. And Danny Diatribe has a project coming out this week. Be honest with you, like, I can't even remember what fucking day it is, but it's coming out this week, so just keep an eye out for that. Aye, so there's some bits for you anyway, guys. We're going to get back into the rapping, get back into the spitting. So we've got Skeet coming on now. He's going to spit some bars for us, and then we're going to do his interview.
Dreams are different, man, it's different, time is different. No more wishes, no more wishing. How is this? I need that. Fuck your wishes, Mr. Genie in a bottle. Close the lid. Night's really blue, night's really blue. Have you ever noticed that the notice on the notice board is wrong without your notice? I didn't notice. Wait, where was I going with this? Shit, forgot where I was going with this. Trying to get your attention like an indicator flashing, drowning out the window pane. When it's always lies. Can't be fast if you're dead in the cartridge. You can't be late in hell, locked inside. What's a devil love? I think the death is friends of panic. Panic when I think of death. Close my eyes and open all ends. Looking at pictures of my family and my old friends. I appreciate the small things that matter most, like watching TV or drinking tea and eating toast. See, the older I get, the more wiser I become. The crazy I get, the more wiser I become. I can provide you with a lot of bullshit information with the hit to my frustration. Let me set the aggregation, no reverse that. I mean the opposite, reverse that.
What's good, my dude? Thanks for coming on the
No
show.
worries, mate. Cheers for having me.
Aye, mate, I appreciate it big time. Like, start off just going into it. We met fucking years ago. Like, I know you've been rapping on the scene, but we actually met through YouTube.
Crazy old time, mate.
Aye, mate, back in the day, like, you were putting the beats up on YouTube, and I actually contacted you. I didn't realise you were from Belfast.
Fuck, small world, mate.
I know, mate. It's mad. Like, that's the same thing that happened with me and Alex. Like, I didn't know he was from Ireland. I just contacted him, know about getting an instrumental.
I started off just like firing a few beats up here and up on SoundCloud and up on like YouTube and stuff, and just hoping it would do a bit good. I didn't know, like, there's only a few people who asked for them, like, and it was fucking yourself and a few other people, like, but I made fucking small world, like.
I know, like, I thought it was mad, like, 'cause you're just a stone throw away, and, like, fucking out all the people, and it was the same with Alex, like, he's down south in Dublin, and it's like, what are the fucking odds? So, obviously, then, your journey sort of started making beats.
Yeah.
How did you get into making beats? What drew you to
It was
it?
actually, I've always been into music, like, but it was actually Dame. He actually found a software FL Studio, and he made a few beats, and I was like, fuck, how'd you do that? He got me set up and stuff, and then I downloaded, and we're making these shit beats, mate. we thought they were fucking powerful, but they were shit, like. And then, but it's supposed like anything, though. After we really get the hang of it, and just stuck at it.
Like,
and
you just evolve as time goes on.
That's it, mate.
So you would always be mates then, even before the music?
Fuck, known Dame my whole life since we were kids, like.
Yeah, and then there's just something, like, yous were sort of a team too back in the day. Like, I remember the photographs and stuff where it would be like you and him be like no sort of a production team. Dame and Skeet.
It's I think it, like, out of all our mates, it would have been me and him, and then an our wee mate would have listened to hip hop, but all my our mates would have fucking like listened to fucking rave and stuff. I would have listened to all myself, like, but I was more into hip hop as I got older, like. I was only me and Dame, and then we started going to all the shows and stuff. There's a load of people doing it. It wasn't just us two, like.
See, like, know the way you said, like, you were shy at the start. How long did it take you to find your feet with making beats? Do you think it took years to sort of master, or did you take to it quite quick? It can take people a while to get their head around that sort of thing, and, like, for anybody that's trying to get into making beats, like, is there any advice you would give them?
I think if it's like anything, mate, if you're passionate about it, just keep at it and stick at it. That, like, I picked up, I would have listened to tracks, but once you start making beats, you sort of get a different ear. Rather than just like listen to a song, I would have been listening to like the drums and the pianos more, and just like how they were put together, and just like sort of copied it a wee bit. Just wee simple things, whereas like
in a hook, you would have heard like the wee hi-hats and stuff, and then as soon as the hook come
Yeah.
off, the hi-hats would have been tucked out. So it was just wee small things like that. I was just like, right, just picking it up bit by bit, and it must have took about a couple of years before I started getting like the hang of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just fucking, it's like anything, if you really love it, like, you'll progress naturally, like, don't be like looking at, sort of don't be judging yourself on other people's success, just don't be like looking at them going, fuck, how are they doing that? Like, I've been doing it years, like.
Yeah,
it's-
everybody takes to it in their own time, I suppose. It's one of them things. Like, I've always wanted to do it to a degree, but then at the same time, I'm just not a technology person. You know, the way you're using the software and stuff. I think that's sort of what's always put my head away.
See, to be honest, mate, that at the start, it'll make you or break you. Like, the first week, I was doing my balls, and I was just like, fuck, this is doing my fucking head in. But it's good to have, like, the aimer, because he had it a few months before me, and I was just like, how do you do this and how do you do that, and tell me wee tricks about it. But mate, it's just, you just sort of have to get your head around it, and if you like it, you'll like it. If you don't, because like, I had a wee mate who had it too, and he just deleted it after a couple of weeks because he said it was doing his head in.
Maybe that's what it is too. Like, the best advice you could give someone's like, actually find a friend or find someone.
It's handy, like,
and you can help each
yeah,
other.
it is handy, like, having someone else who knows. But
You can bounce
yeah.
off. You know, so he's stuck on something, or you're stuck on something, and fucking, you know, you can help each other back and forth.
It's handy.
The way you and
Yeah,
Dave did.
it is handy having that, like, because I can remember even Devious was saying last week's show about, like, don't be scared to ask people, and if you're struggling or something, don't be scared to, like, say here, even reaching out for either your band beats or you want to shoot a video, or don't be scared to phone message someone and ask. Don't be waiting for them to come do
You need to pick. You need to be willing to pick people's brains, like in hip hop in general, or like in life in general. You know, if you want to get better at things and you think you learn everything on your own, like, it's
100%. Like, it is good having different minds around you and just like seeing. Obviously, everyone thinks different and everyone has their own fucking. I think it is good to fucking pick other people's brains and see what way they look at things.
You eventually started rapping as well, so what brought the transition, you know, from like making beats to actually spitting on the beats?
That actually came before the beats. Like, I've been rapping since I was fucking like 12 or 13, like, just started off.
Yeah.
Wee mate, wasn't Dame, it was an RV mate of mine. He just played a fucking beat and do you want to write a rap? I didn't think of doing anything, like, I was like, fuck, why not? It was fucking shit, mate, no, you know what I mean? Like, anything you start off with, proper bobos, like.
Everyone is, mate, everyone is. Like, you do, like, one draft or something, and then you think, fuck me, this is great, and you've spent half an hour writing fucking shite.
After a few years, you start getting better, started taking a wee bit more serious, and just, like, it comes natural. Same with making beats or making anything, it just comes natural, like, know what I mean? You hear a beat and you know what, you hear the type of beat too, and you know what way to spit on it, know what I mean? You know, either to go, I'm going to go hard in this, or I'm just going to keep it low and simple.
But see the way you said you were rapping before you made beats? Well, obviously you were putting instrumentals out first. What sort of held you off from, you know, actually rapping on your beats when you were putting them out? Like, how come you were only putting out beats at the start and not your raps?
Just wasn't confident, mate, know what I mean? I wasn't confident in myself, whereas when I was making beats, I was listening to them and they're quality enough to put them out. Whereas whenever I was rapping, like, because we didn't have a mic or anything at the time.
Right, okay.
And I didn't even know there was any fucking studios in Belfast, to be honest.
Yeah.
Got us a mic and built a studio, and mate, we've just been rapping ever since.
I know what you mean too. Like, see the way, like, whenever you start, it takes you a wee while to get that confidence too, doesn't it?
100%.
You're just worried what people are going to think.
That's the way it was at the start, but now, like, I couldn't give a fuck. I don't know, like, if it's good or not. It's like yourself, know if you're putting out a track, you'll know if it's. I was talking about, talking to the other day, and you were just saying, like, that track's been sitting there for like a year and stuff. But now's probably the right time to, like, that track's sick fuck. Now's probably a good time to drop it. It's all about timing.
For me, it's like, I don't want to. If I'm making a song, I don't want to just throw it out. Like, I like to make projects, so I'd rather have most of the project done and be like, well, it's not going to be long to drop the rest of the material, so we'll start putting out wee singles now.
A project holds more weight, I think. It's good to put out singles here and there, like, just to keep on sort of people occupied, but I think fucking a project just holds more weight and then just looks more better for yourself, you know what I mean? It's like you put a couple of singles out.
You want a body of work.
That's it, mate.
For me, that's what stands the test of time as an MC, as an artist, in like any sort of type of genre of music. You know, you want a body of work you can look back on, and it's not like wee songs just whacked up willy-nilly and remixes
Yeah.
and stuff. That stuff's fun to do, but like you want a body of work where you go, here's an album and here's me telling you where I was at this point in my
Yeah.
life, and then later on how I've evolved. It's like a time capsule. It's capturing time in a bottle, showing where you were.
Yeah, it's the way I see it too. It's like looking at a picture. See, when you were younger and you seen, like, say your ma or something showed your mates pictures of when you were a kid, you're like, you're embarrassed,
Aye.
like, know what I mean? You're like, fuck's sake, ma. You look back
Yes,
and it's
mate,
fucking
that's
nostalgic.
a perfect-
Know what I mean? It's like, you don't even
Yeah.
mind. Like, I can remember fucking posting a picture, like, when I was a kid. I think it was my sister's birthday or something, but
Sure, your album
I
cover.
mate, that's
your
saying,
album
like,
cover.
even the album cover were like putting all the pictures from when I was a kid, because it was like, no point in fucking being embarrassed about yourself. Like
Yeah, mate. There's no point. I think it's wisdom that comes with
Ah,
age,
you,
mate.
you see it in
Like-
older fellas and women. Like, I notice, like, even going out to bars and shit, like, you'll see, like, the old fellas and all getting up and dancing. The women and all don't give a fuck, and they're like, Jesus fuck's sake, I'm concert nuts. But you can sort of realise when you sit and, it's one of them things you can sit and think about at night time. You're like, I suppose, like, the older you do get, you just don't care. Like,
See, when you started recording, like, how did you find that transition? I know, like, you were always rapping, but actually, like, recording, how did you find the transition of, actually being behind the microphone and, making the beat?
yeah, whenever I'm making beats, I don't really think about I'm going to rap over it. For me, I think it's hard to rap on my own beats.
But, like, see, what I sort of mean is, like, see the first times you
Yeah.
record it, did you find it difficult, or did you sort of just take to it like a fish to water?
Nah,
or,
mate,
like,
fuck,
how
I
did
was
that go
fucking
for
nervous
you?
as fuck. I was in Dame's room, and, like, I knew all the bars. I knew them off by heart, what I was saying, but for some reason, just when he's like, right, you ready? I'm ready to record here, you ready? And you're just, like, bagging nerves. As time
Yeah.
went on, and the more you record, you just feel more confident. Even the last time I was down Skank FM recording my dad's, like, I didn't have any nerves whatsoever, like, compared to loads. When you look back, and then from there till now, you're just like, so much has changed, like, know what I mean?
Yeah, man, like, you build confidence, and you're always going to have some nerves to a degree too. Like, I would worry if a person isn't nervous.
Yeah.
Like, that's when your heart's
Yeah,
not in it.
100%. There's always, like, a wee bit of nerve, but I think it's just that there
Yeah,
type of.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Whenever I went into Daz, it's just one of them Skank FM. It's just because
Yeah, mate,
he
Daz
raps
is
too.
great like that.
Because he raps himself
Yeah.
and knows, rather than you're going into like an engineer who doesn't rap or he doesn't know what he's just right there to do his job really and get paid. And
See, that's great about that, because there's recording studios up in Northern Ireland, like, obviously, but there's not many, like, actual people that understand
Yeah.
rap. They record singers and they record rock
100%,
artists.
mate.
They don't know what they're doing with, like, a
yeah,
rap song.
100%. But yeah, fuck, it was the advice I'd give for like any new artist coming in. Like, if you're nervous, don't be thinking like this isn't for me. Just fucking keep at it, like, and you'll get better.
Aye, mate, it's just
You'll just develop.
It's just at the start there's a lot of adrenaline and just the feeling of overwhelmness. Like, it just becomes second nature to you.
100%.
Your first performance, I seen you had the photo up. That was at Elixir, yeah. Just when we're on the topic, nerves and stuff. What was it like getting on stage for the first time? Yeah.
Same again. It was just like stepping in the booth again. It was just fucking bagging nerves, mate. Bagging nerves for maybe about 10 seconds, and then just like afterwards, just felt comfortable. Just like it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? That this is what I'm supposed to be doing, sort of thing.
It's something you'll never forget.
Aye.
Like, the first time you are on stage.
100%, mate. It's the Elixir too. It was fucking, I think it was 2017. A couple of Limerick boys were playing. Steve Lapp was playing. A few other people, can't even remember. But I was me and 30 Days with doing our fucking track Came So Far drop, doing it for the first time. I actually got up, did the fucking freestyle beforehand, and then the reason I wanted to go up too was because it's like I'm getting up later, put my toes in the water, so to speak, and then
Yeah, get you.
just sort of get a feel to it. Obviously, we got up and done the track, and mate, it was great. It was like this is the start of something.
First chapter.
So to speak. It was like, right, I need to do more of this, because it's like any of the lectures I go to, they always motivate me to make music.
See, just speaking of Elixir too, it's mad how it sort of came full circle in the sense that, okay, your first live performance was at Elixir, and now you're the photographer for fucking Elixir.
What happened was, Damon got a camera, and then he was actually down snapping photos at that one, and I was like seeing the pictures going, fuck, they're quality pictures, and just stopped at that really, and he didn't really do much with it, but I ended up saving up, getting myself a camera, got a decent one. I just thought it was like simple, just because you're buying a quality camera, it'll be easy to fucking take pictures. Nah, mate, it's from complete opposites. Like, whenever I was taking pictures and was like, fuck's sake, I've better pictures on my phone, but it actually takes you a while to fucking...
You're like, why the fuck have I spent all this?
It takes you a while to, like, set, like, all the fucking settings to it and all. And after a few months, I started getting better. I was like, fuck it, may as well make use of it. Started going to the couple of shows and taking snaps. I noticed too, like, because there wasn't a lot of people there with, like, good quality cameras taking pictures. There's wee fella Roscoe was there. He was taking the pictures.
Roscoe done it. Haven't seen him at anything in a long time now. Like,
whereas even that or the 30 gig, like I was the only one there with decent camera taking pictures, and I was like,
it is a good thing you're doing. Like, whenever you send me photos, I'm like, well, fucking chuffed, because normally I just go up and don't think that I'm gonna get.
Nah, mate, it was like,
go up.
Whenever your wee man Roscoe was taking them, because he was taking fucking some quality pictures, and then once he like sort of stopped, I was like watching him, because it is a good way to fucking sort of put yourself out there, and it just looks more professional, and it's a good way to support like obviously the electric gigs. And
yeah, mate, and like the shots you're taking, like, are fucking cracker. Like, how many times have I used them? No, used ones you've sent me as my profile pictures.
Well, that's the thing, mate. It's good helping other people out, like, know what I mean? Like, if it's a simple picture or fucking beat or whatever it is, or even a bit of fucking advice, like.
I know, mate. I think it's class too, like, because you have dipped your toe into, like, so many. Well, not just dipped your toe in, like, you're doing it all really well, like, in so many different areas, like photographs, music videos, rapping.
You were saying earlier, it didn't come overnight. Well, I've only been doing this about a year, just over a year now, where the videos and pictures, but how the videos came, I didn't really plan to shoot videos. It was just like 30 days. It was like, do you fancy shooting a video on your camera? I was like, well, give it a bash, like, and then I got the hang of, like, we done like a wanna be involved. He did it, and it wasn't great. Like, the words and all were matched up, and I got the hang of it, and then it's like, I think I just kept shooting, kept fucking doing another few videos, and then I got the hang of like adding.
You with like the way you've like a producer head too. You're sort of like a director on a beat, and then you're like a director with a camera, and then you're doing the editing and stuff on the computer, and like that. In that sense, I think it just goes hand in hand a wee bit too.
That's what I noticed too. Whenever I was editing the videos, it was kind of like making a beat, building up like the chorus bit and then the verse, and then like it's not the exact same, but it kind of is like if you know what, like, it's just all about fucking being creative. Like, I think I do have a creative mind. Like, I love like making shit.
Yeah, just in general.
But like, if I'm out shooting a video, like, I'm not just I'll not send it until I'm 100% fucking clear with it. Like, I'll not just send you some shit. I'll put me everything into it. Like, know what I mean? And fucking
it's like
bit of a fucking perfectionist,
sort of taking pride in your it's taking pride in your work.
100%,
like,
mate.
Maybe that would be good enough for you, but like, it's not good enough for you because you're the one fucking doing the work, and you want your stuff to be quality.
And even if you're not happy with it, like, I love a wee bit of fucking feedback. But if someone's not happy with something, I'm like, right, I'll make that 10 times better, or I'll just. I'm not like the fuck's he saying I'm shit for it. I love it and criticism, like someone trying to tell me it's shit or whatever it is, because I'll just fucking come back 10 times fucking better. Like, not trying to be fucking.
It's what drives you to be better too.
I'm not trying to be like, I'll do better, and just like putting it out for other people. Like, if you get a bit of bad criticism, don't be letting it knock you down. Just fucking come back harder. Know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like, you should thrive off criticism. Like, it depends who it's from. Some people just say, I don't like it. Why don't you like it? I just don't like it. But like, if somebody's giving you something constructive, and you can sort of see their point,
100%.
and like address it, and like work on that and perfect it, and make whatever it is better, then how's that a negative thing?
100%. It's not like you're making a fake profile and you're going on just going, that's shit. Fuck's sake. Because you do get some wee dicks like that.
Catfish bellies.
Just like all sorts of time on their hands, and they're just like, that's shit, mate. It's embarrassing. Like, I think people feed off more like dislikes rather than likes. No, I mean, you could have fucking like 20 likes on a video and some wee dick will dislike it just to be a nuisance. Like, but you'll focus on that more than like all the good feedback, and it's strange that way. Like,
see, just as we were talking about videos there, like because we were talking about Elixir as well, one of the ones I really liked was the live footage. Remember you done the video for Alcohol Futs? I thought I was tagging the way you done that. I thought it was really smart.
There was no plan to do it, mate. I went down and got like a few snaps. After I had like enough footage, I was like, why not? Like, know what I mean? Because they're fucking sort of popping.
It made for a great video.
That's it, mate. Like I said, it wasn't planned or anything. It was just went down, got a few snaps, and was like, put a video together here. Like,
another video you done was what you feel. Sure, I'm to me, like, that's one of the best music videos or songs just in general to come out of the scene.
Well, I didn't shoot that one. Like, I just what happened was I wrote a script for it. It was done over
Yeah.
about 6 months, so it was a message. A guy called Dark Matter. He shot a few videos in it because I'd wanted a good quality video. Like, it seemed like he done like a wee video for wee man Leo Miyagi. And I was like, fuck, it looks
Yeah.
fucking quality. Like, so I messaged him and just sent him a script and stuff and see what he thought. And then he gave me a price. And the thing was too, because I was shooting videos, what it was is obviously I had the passion to do the video too, but I
Yeah.
wanted to learn to see what way he worked too. That it's like,
You wanted to, as we were talking about earlier, you wanted to pick somebody else's brain that maybe
yeah,
knew a lot
yeah,
more
man.
than you.
It's just like collaborating with someone too. It's like you see what way they work, because that's saying it was a bit dear like for the video, but it was good to get that experience, and it turned out fucking brilliant. Like,
Yeah, so like you weren't just paying for the video, you were paying for like the knowledge that was going to come with it.
100%,
You
yep.
know, like through the collaboration.
because I thought it was fucking
like-
pretty dear for the thing, but then again, it's the cameras he was using were like fucking £25,000 cameras, so so it was just like you were getting the quality, like, know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Suppose that's what it's all about. Like, you pay the actor, you get the fucking better quality.
Yeah, mate, and it's definitely worth it. Like, it shows in the video, you know, and like, see the way you said you wrote the script for it. Like, that's something I've not thought about. I would say you've probably done the most videos in the scene, or possibly up north.
Well, fuck,
Like, how many videos have you done?
are you talking about music videos, or are you talking about just videos?
Like just music videos.
Music videos, fuck off. I haven't did a lot. Like, it came so far from what you feel. Alcohol thoughts.
But like, you've shot other people's
Oh, aye,
videos and
fuck.
stuff too. Sort of what I mean. So like, you've had your like. Do you know what I mean? You've
I've worked with like
on like
fucking
loads
Big
of.
Don, shot the video for him, and then worked with Roscoe. He did a track called 6 Speed. He's actually looking more videos for his. He's bringing out a new album too.
The sort of question I wanted to get into was like, see the way you've worked on like so many different music videos.
Right. Get you
There's
now.
maybe artists. There's maybe artists that haven't really done a lot. Like they've maybe done one video or two
Yeah.
videos. You would know a lot of different ways about going about making them. Do you think like writing a script or planning it out? Because I've went out and made videos and just winged it.
I will.
So like, do you think you should plan it out and you should map it out or write a script or?
Well, it just depends, mate, because the track we did for Came So Far, like, that wasn't writ or nothing. That was just going out and just fucking, right, we'll get a shot here and we'll
Yeah.
get a shot here, like, then we're in the kitchen. Like, the video was done. We were up in 30 days, and I was like, mate, that there's a good old shot to get the thing. See if you, like, run, I was sort of directing him away, Sci Media. I was like, see if you just go round the fucking table and just, like, get that shot. And it actually turned out, like, one of the best shots in the video. But the video was already done until we actually, know what I mean? Like, I was winged out, so you can't go out and wing him. But I think it's better to have, like, you don't have to write, like, a full script, even an idea, know what I mean? Before you go, it's like getting into a studio.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not going to go in and just start writing the bars down in the studio. You want to perfect it before you go in, so you're not fucking wasting
Yep.
no one's time. You just want to get in, knock it out, make sure it's good, perfect it, maybe go over the...
Have some sort of planning, like pre-planning
it's
done.
because...
Do some sort of homework.
Yeah, because
on it.
if you do go out and just fucking wing it, you'll probably be there for hours, and you'll go back and you might touch lucky, you might get a bit of decent footage, or you might just be like, that fucking turned out shit. Know what I mean? So it is good to fucking plan stuff.
You're working on a new album as well, so that's your previous work. So, can you tell us about your new work?
Aye, mate.
Like
Well, it's just like just having fun with this one. There's no rush. If it turns out, well, it's not. If it turns out good, I'm fucking. It's going to turn out good. Because all the tracks I've done, they're all far better than my last stuff. Like,
has the style changed on it?
it is different. Like, compared to the first album, it's more. I just think it's miles ahead of the last album.
Yeah.
Just like.
Cranked up the gear,
Man,
like
it's just fucking like. The beats and just
see, like,
the verses and just everything's far better. Like.
Would you say it's sort of the same tone, like instrumental wise, or like, are you still doing your lyrics the same way, or have you changed the way you write, or has anything changed about the creative process?
The hooks and stuff on it, Like the first album, I was like fucking
Yeah.
sung like most of my own hooks, whereas I actually got people featured on the hooks. Sort of switched it around that bit.
Right.
Like so,
So it's more it'll be more collaborative. You'll be working with more artists
I
on it.
mate, there's a few artists on it. There's 30 Days, had to have 30 Days on it. I've got a
Yeah,
track
yeah.
called, on the Chapter 1 album, I've got a track called Timepiece. I've got, actually going to do a Timepiece part 2. That's me,
Right,
me,
sick.
Chloe and 30 Daves. Beat by Concept, fucking sick mate. And then I've got Jay Sutton on one of the hooks on a track called Malarkey. I've got fucking Arcane Soaks on a track, sick as fuck mate. That's saying like all the tracks are fucking like, the quality I think fucking it's far better than the first album, and it's not even as much tracks as the last album. It's only like 9 tracks. Even Daz, whenever he was recording it, he was like, mate, all the fucking hooks on this are just like fucking catchy as fuck. And I was like, happy
I
days.
mate, like
no.
I think he's on the same.
That's what I wanted. But I like it, know what I mean? I thought they were good. I'm not just going to put on any fucking shit out and go, I hope that does good. Everything I'm doing, like, I'm putting me all into it.
Well, I think that is something you excel in, you know, choruses. And as we're on the topic of the new album, have you got a title for it you can give us?
I'm just calling it Simple Mind. See, as much as I am getting it all in the tracks, it's just came simple. And it came to me just whenever I was fucking sitting, like, I have all these fucking different kind of minds of getting into it, and then I was just like, fuck it, Simple Mind. I'm really having fun with it. I'm just having fun with this album and just like making it, and not rushing anything, know what I mean? As much as I'm focused on everything and perfecting it, I'm just like fucking doing it for like, just doing it as fun like I used to, like back in the day, you know, just making music like for the fun of it. I didn't want to just come into this, just like, I want to do this album. It was just because it started off an EP and then it's like, fuck it, firing on a few tracks on it, making an album. And I mean, it just
You need to have fun with it, mate. You need to have fun with it too. Like,
yeah. And that's the whole reason I called it Simple Man, because it was like, just keep everything simple, you know what I mean? So I've sort of went until the album sort of process, we're just like thinking, right,
let's not
I just don't
overcomplicate it.
fucking make shit complicated, because a lot of things I used to do, even were at the Chapter 1 album, like I would have been writing lyrics and shit and just like, I can't say that, I can't say this, and see now, like it, see, as long as it sounds good and it like it makes sense,
I find
it's
too.
like fucking whack it out, you know what I mean?
Mate, see, whenever you get yourself like that, as you were saying in Chapter 1, when you were like, I can't do this, I can't do that. See, when you start getting yourself flustered and you're worried about this and worried about that, the music comes out shite.
100%.
Like, you need to be somewhat laid back too.
Just like sort of the lesson I learned too, just like sort of fucking even go into a studio with the same mind you had when you were writing a track. Just blank every content out and just go in. Because I just go in, close my eyes and just fucking give it me all, like.
Going back to the new album, you were telling me about big plans for music videos on it.
There's like, so there's 9 tracks, there's an intro of 8 tracks on it, and every single track will have a video for it.
It's a lot of work, like.
I've already 2
But-
videos, and I've got ideas for the other videos. I've got an idea for near enough them all, but because at the start it was just an EP, and I kept it an EP because like, right, I'm gonna shoot the video for all the tracks. No, just change it up a bit and fucking try something different, mate. I have a camera, I'm gonna be shooting a lot of videos myself, but I'm gonna be collaborating with other people. So I'm not gonna be shooting all the videos myself. Like I'll probably shoot a good few of them.
Yeah, because obviously you're going to have to meet up. And
But that's saying I've already shot like one of the videos. A wee fella called Toulouse, and his fucking his visuals are sick, mate. He shot a few videos for like the Hotbox. I've got like a track up in the Hotbox called the track I Done Alive.
yes.
He shot him and another guy called Sam. They shot the video for it. So that's how I got in touch with him.
Here, that was really well put together, like, because I was watching that back before the
That's what I'm
interview.
saying. Like, he shot a few music videos, but he shoots like all the videos for like Hotbox, obviously, and then that's how I got in touch. It was like, I hit him up and was like, here, I fancy shooting a music video with it, and like his ideas were fucking, I wouldn't have thought of the ideas, know what I mean, for the track we're doing. So I might actually get him for an hour one of the videos.
I reckon I could do it, mate. Do you want to do any
I
shout
just fucking shout out the Dirty Dave, shout out the Dame, shout out the fucking yourself for having me on, shout out the Skank FM, Fifth Element, fucking the Lecture, all the boys, Daz, and all the ones in the hip hop scene, all the ones in the Irish hip hop scene, really. Just fucking, shout out all the boys.